Mahatma's life is a statement that social transformation is only possible with the basis of self-transformation. When we say self-transformation, for ages, people have always attempted this through belief systems, either their trust in God or fear of God, rewards of heaven and terrors of hell. In many ways, the hierarchy of authority is largely gone in human mind, or at least it's crumbling and weakened. So in many ways, just because an authority says something, it is no more valuable. I think these are very good times because this means we are moving towards a phase of life upon this planet where authority does not spell or mean truth. Truth is the only authority. It's a very good place to go to. We are moving in this direction. So addressing self-transformation as a technology means this human mechanism is the most sophisticated technology on the planet, you cannot dispute that. The question is only, do you know how to operate it? Have you read even the user's manual? That's a big question. Right now, what human problem is, we are trying to address this morally, ethically, value-based, belief system, fear, carrot and stick method of hell and heaven and stuff like that. But essentially, right now what human beings are going through is just this. You are given an intelligence where you don't have a stable enough base. You can call it stress, you can call it anxiety, you can call it greed, you can call it anger, you can call it hatred, you can call it a variety of sufferings that human beings go through. Essentially, it's your own intelligence turning against you. If your thought and emotion was happening the way you want it, definitely you would keep yourself blissful and wonderful. Can I assume that about you? Hello? Yes. If your body and brains took instructions from you, you would keep yourself healthy, wonderful, blissful, yes or no? You're suffering your own intelligence. If you did not have this intelligence, if you had the brain of an earthworm, you would be so peaceful. Hello? To give you this level of cerebral capability, it took millions of years of evolutionary work and now you suffer it. So the problem is just this, if we want peace in the world, without you and me being peaceful, peace is just a lot of talk, isn't it? Hello? If you and me are capable of sitting here peacefully, we don't have to worry about peace, it is anyway there in the world. Because what you see as society is a consequence of who we are as people. You and me as individual people, what are we? Society is just a consequence of that. Society is not an entity by itself. So society is in a way a composite of what all of us are. If we do not make this one peaceful, if you do not make this one joyful, if you do not make this one conflict-free within ourselves, rest is going to be only endless talk. We've been talking about not now, forever we've been talking about it. Empowerment should lead to well-being, but empowerment is making the world into a dangerous place. So this is important, that self-transformation should be the prime goal, especially those of us who have crossed the level of survival struggles. All of them must focus on self-transformation, otherwise this empowerment is not going to be good for us. This empowerment is going to be disastrous. Right now, whether it's ecological problems or war or everything, is a consequence of our empowerment, isn't it? If we were not so empowered, we wouldn't have caused this level of damage. So empowerment, instead of enhancing life, unfortunately is destroying life simply because we have not settled individual human beings. We think there is something called as transforming a society, transforming a nation, transforming the world. There are no such things. Only you and me can strive to transform ourselves. From this, as a consequence, society is transformed, nation is transformed, and the world is transformed. So Mahatma Gandhi's message was this: whatever he wanted to do with the country or with the people, first thing is he experimenting whether it works within himself, is it true? In his own little way. But considering the political situations, whatever, it was magnificent that he could take time off to experiment on himself before applying it to the people around. So this is very important. This is a land, this is a culture where we invested so heavily on self-transformation, not as a religion, not as value system, not as a philosophy, but as a technology. This is what yoga means, the technologies of self-transformation. Instead of approaching it as a technology, the significance of technology is just this: it doesn't matter who you are, what is your caste, what is your creed, what is your gender, what kind of human being you are, it doesn't matter. If you learn to use it, it works for you. That is the significance of technology. So this is why I'm saying technologies for inner well-being are very important for this day, because if you say philosophies for well-being, well, you will see a debate will start right now. If you say religions of well-being, right here a war will start. In our lives, if we do not do what we cannot do, it's not an issue. But in our lives, if we do not do what we can do, we are a disastrous life. So self-transformation means just this, that your life is not a disaster. Everything that you can do, you did. Thank you very much.